Right now, two of the most talked about AI video tools are Kling 3.0 and Google Veo 3.1. And the real question is, which one actually gives you better, more realistic video output when you put them to a proper test? So here's what we did. We picked 4 completely different video scenarios: skydiving, a football kick, a car crash, and a drum performance. We gave both tools the exact same image and the exact same prompt for every single test. No extra adjustments, no favoritism. Completely fair comparison. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which tool wins. And more importantly, which one is better for what type of content. How we set this up. Before we jump into the results, let me quickly explain how we ran these tests, because this part matters. Both Kling 3.0 and Veo 3.1 were accessed through a platform called OpenArt. Now, if you haven't heard of OpenArt, basically, instead of paying for 5 different AI tools separately, OpenArt gives you access to multiple image and video generation tools under one subscription. That's the only reason we used it. It's just more practical. And yes, if you purchase using the link given below and apply the coupon code SUITE20, you'll get an additional 20% off. Link is in the description. For every test, we use the image to video feature. That means we gave both tools a starting image. Same image for both, along with the same text prompt describing what the video should look like. We didn't change any advanced settings, default output. That way, what you're seeing is exactly what a regular user would get. Now let's get into the actual tests. Test 1, skydiving. This is a high-motion, outdoor, real-world scenario. The challenge here for any AI tool is keeping the face consistent while the camera moves fast and making the airflow look natural. Watch both videos now.
I'm so glad this isn't real. Woo! I'm so glad this isn't real.
Okay, now let's go through what you just watched, one by one. Kling 3.0, here's what it did well. The face stayed the same throughout the entire video. Whether the camera was close or pulling back, the same person, same face. That's actually hard for AI video tools to maintain. The airflow, the way the wind was hitting the body, the jacket moving, the hair, it felt real. It had that physical weight to it. Overall, the video looked like something you could actually use. It didn't scream AI generated. Now Veo 3.1. Here's where it ran into problems. The video started fine, realistic enough, but the moment the camera zoomed out, the face changed. It wasn't the same person anymore. That's a consistency issue, and it's a big one if you're trying to show a specific character or person. The airflow was okay, but it didn't feel as natural or as consistent as Kling's output. You could tell something was slightly off. Winner of Test 1, Kling 3.0. Test 2, football kick.
Watch this shot! Watch this shot.
This test is about 2 things: slow motion quality and physical impact. A football kick needs to look powerful. The slow motion frame has to hold up, and the moment of impact has to feel real. Watch both videos. Kling 3.0, the slow motion was smooth and clean. When the foot connected with the ball, you actually felt the impact. The ball reaction, the body follow-through, it looked strong and natural. Face stayed consistent the whole time. No flickering, no sudden changes. Veo 3.1, the slow motion was also realistic. That part was good, but the actual kick impact felt weaker. It didn't have that same punch to it. The ball contact moment just didn't land with the same force. And there was a slight inconsistency in the face during certain frames. Not dramatic, but noticeable if you're paying attention. Winner of Test 2, Kling 3.0. Test 3, car crash. Now this is where things got interesting. A car crash video needs to look physically accurate. The way the car crumples, the airbags, the damage. This is a tough test for any AI tool because there are a lot of moving parts happening at once. Watch both videos. Kling 3.0. The overall crash felt realistic. The slow motion held up well. The moment of impact looked heavy and believable. one airbag deployed in the video. The overall damage and crash energy was convincing. It had the feel of a real accident. Veo 3.1. Here's something interesting. Veo 3.1 actually got one specific detail right that Kling missed. 2 airbags deployed, which is more accurate to how a real crash works. That's a better physical detail. But, and this is important, the bonnet didn't deform properly, and the headlights didn't break the way they should in an impact like that. So the smaller detail was right, but the bigger picture damage wasn't as realistic. Kling's overall crash realism was stronger, even though Veo got the airbag count right. Winner of Test 3, Kling 3.0, Test 4, Drum Performance. This test is completely different from the others. It's not about physical action or camera movement, it's about, does the person move like a real musician? Does the sound actually sync with what they're doing? And do the facial expressions feel alive? Watch both videos. Kling 3.0. The body movement wasn't convincing. A real drummer has a very specific rhythm in how they move. The wrist motion, the arm swing, the way they shift their body. That was missing here. The drum sounds didn't match the movements on screen. The audio and the visual were slightly out of sync, and you notice it immediately. Facial expressions were flat. The person looked like they were going through the motions, not actually playing. Veo 3.1. This is where Veo 3.1 clearly won. The body movement looked natural. It actually felt like someone drumming, not just an animation of someone drumming. The music and the drum sounds were in sync with the movements. That's genuinely difficult to get right, and Veo 3.1 handled it well. Face expression was better, more alive, more in the moment. There was consistency in how the person looked throughout the video. Winner of Test 4, Veo 3.1, and it wasn't even close. Final results. Use Kling 3.0 when your video involves fast motion, outdoor action, sports, physical impact, or any scene where face consistency and realism under movement is important. Kling held up better across all of those. Use Veo 3.1 when your video involves music, performance, sound sync, or any scene where natural body movement and audio accuracy matters more than raw physical realism. Veo 3.1 is genuinely better for that type of content. So it's not just about which tool is better overall. It's about which tool fits what you're actually trying to make. Both tools are available through OpenArt. One subscription, access to both. Link is in the description. If there's a specific video type you want me to test with these tools, drop it in the comments. I'll include it in the next comparison. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe.